And you could do that with the parentheses anytime you deal with factorization.
Wow, thanks, Makoto-san. You're a really good teacher.
God, I haven't thought about like math terms and stuff like that in a fucking while and a half. I still got the fucking textbooks at least if I ever really need to catch up on all the specific math stuff. I'm in engineering, so I did a lot of freaking advanced math by the end of it.
I'm glad to hear this is helping. Okay, on to the next one.
Good thing we left this to Makoto. No way we would have been any help.
Yeah, they weren't exactly falling over themselves for us to help out anyway.
Thank you so much for doing all this for me.
Oh, it's the least I could do. We had to make up for intruding last minute and everything.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, like, I'm glad you did. It's been a long time since I hung out with someone.
What about your friends?
Well, I grew up in Tokyo, so I don't really have any friends here.
Really? I thought your father was in the Kyoto police.
After Mom's accident, he transferred here from Tokyo. He said it's because my grandparents live here.
He seems like a good dad. He probably didn't want you to be all alone all the time.
Yeah. That's not uncommon for, when one of the parents dies, for grandparents or other, relatives to chip in. And if you don't live by them, I could definitely imagine people moving, to a place in order to do that. In order to have that option.
Yeah, that's not it. He just wants to blow me off and go get drunk every night.
There's probably that, too. I can totally imagine him, I mean, just based on what he said, I totally imagine him, not actually putting in the effort and just hoping things will work out.
Not just that. Mom was murdered, and he won't... I'm sorry.
It's all right. You've been through so much, Akane-chan.
I've just been so depressed ever since Mom died. I wasn't having fun with stuff like I used to. Before I even knew it, all my friends had ditched me.
I see.
But nowadays, I'm doing a lot better thanks to my subscribers. But when I'm not streaming, I get really lonely.
You wanna know something? I lost my mother when I was young.
Huh?
At that point, my father had to raise my sister and me all by himself. Not only that, he was a police officer too. He would always be home so late, if at all. It happened so often that I really believed for a while that he didn't care about us.
Oh.
But one day, he was struck by a vehicle during an investigation, and he passed away.
I had no idea.
I had so many regrets at that point. I especially wished I'd shared more with my father. He had worked so hard for our family and the public, and I never thanked him at all for it. I just thought over and over, there's so much I wish I could say. I know it's not my place to speak on your father and your relationship, but even still, I wish you could find a way to not blame your father for his work.
Yeah, I agree with the idea. Don't blame him for his work, but I'm gonna reiterate. He doesn't seem like he's actually trying that fucking hard to, like, connect with her. Just look at the whole, like, he doesn't even realize she's huge into the Phantom Thieves when she has a fucking room full of the shit. He has not made that much of an effort. I'm gonna note that. It seems very clear. It would be very unfortunate if they don't address that by the end of whatever this arc is going to end up being.
But he... It's nothing. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. So I think like my speculation before is starting to feel very true. Like he said, it was never pursued, which makes it look like she like knows full well that he knows. Like it's not a matter of like justice or anything like that. He's just like legitimately not doing anything about the person who killed her, right? Who killed her mother. And that's distinctly different than a lot of the above, and I think that's probably the thing she takes a bigger issue with, right? That's, like, everything else is probably still a problem, but Like, you start to resent the person if you are always contextualizing their actions behind the, like, you did this, right? So now you're fucking doing that? Of course you are. Of course you are. Of course you are. So everything becomes biased towards that view of them, and so on and so forth.
If it's okay with you, would you tell me what happened between you and your father?
I saw him. The man that ran Mom over.
What?
But they never arrested him. His secretary left behind some suicide note. Apparently it said, "I'm the one who ran over that woman."
That doesn't... If the police had an eyewitness, they'd never make such a huge error in their investigation.
But it is a system designed to... But it is a system where the people held accountable are the ones holding them accountable. So, like, if you have police or anything else, and like, same thing as I said before, it's just... It is a breeding ground for abuse of power. And the systems you have in place to try to hold that back are so very important as a result of that. For as many good people there are trying to do good things within that system, there are plenty of others who will. Even if it's a super situational, super specific situation, it's not even just corruption, it's just straight up the system encourages all that sort of abuse of powers, even small ones, large ones like this, etc., etc., etc. So it's one of those things where in the same way, like you have, it's sort of just like it's the nature of the system, and yes, and it depends how you want to react to the fact that it's the nature of the system. There's two ways you can typically react to that. You can just say, well, that's how it is. It's better to deal with that than not. Just deal with it. Or you could say, we have to be constantly vigilant. We need to be able to acknowledge that it's a thing, not pretend that it's not there. And you need to be able to make sure you put in systems to try to keep that in check. To try to understand where those systems are failing and adjust when necessary, right? It's a whole complicated topic where it's not worth getting into a long rant about it. Not any more than I already have, at least. But I think you get my point, hopefully, at least.
That's what he said. At first. Eventually, he gave up on it too. Him and the rest of the police. None of them listened to me. And I told them so many times. Why? Because I'm just some kid? The guy who killed my mom is still out there!
Akane-chan.
Well, this actually does feel like the perfect sort of situation for the Phantom Thieves to step up. Because, nothing's gonna happen unless someone is able to admit that some shit's going on, right? There aren't those fail-safes in there in order to make sure that it actually is, pursued properly, clearly.
He doesn't care about Mom anymore. He doesn't care about me. I know he's just trying to find the next woman so he can get on with his life. I know he thinks I'm just in the way. I wish anyone but him was my father.
Stop that. There is absolutely no way that your father doesn't care about you. I know you've suffered a lot, Akane-chan, but I really believe there has to be some sort of explanation for this. Hasegawa-san may seem like he doesn't care. I have a feeling he does. In his own way. Just a bit ago, he went through a lot of effort trying to reunite a lost boy with his mom. He's been there for us as well.
But that's just...
I really mean it when I say Hasegawa-san reminds me of my own father.
Are you serious?
Even when I couldn't see him, he was always giving it his all for my sister and I. His family was always on his mind. And that's why I think your father's always working so hard as well, Akane-chan.
Really?
His face looks so much happier when you are around. It's completely different from when he's out in the world. That should prove just how important you are to him. You're the biggest thing in his world.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. That said, I still don't think he makes the effort, because I think, if I was going to say the reason I think he doesn't make the effort, I think it's because he's just given up on a lot of things in life, and he sort of got into that mindset of shit is going to be how it's going to be, and that's the same reason why he gave up on the investigation of his wife dying. So that's where, yeah, that's where I'd guess that is going.
Pushing him away isn't going to make you feel any better. It's only going to hurt you more. Instead, you should tell him how you really feel. Tell him everything, so you can't regret it later. No matter what you have to say, I know he'll listen to you. I'm sorry. I just wanted to help.
No, that's not it. My mom, she...
Please, forgive me. I really didn't mean to do this to you. Feel free to talk with me anytime you want. I'll be there for you whenever you need it.
Thank you.
Why is Akane crying? Is she in pain?
I'm not gonna say I completely understand the exact sentiment, but definitely the feeling that you're understood is, like if I were to guess, precisely the nature of it. It's a happiness from feeling understood, and the conflicted feelings over a situation left still unsettled. Probably a combination of sadness and happiness.
So even you don't know.
It's always complicated.
Akane-chan.
Everyone has their own feelings.
Thank goodness Makoto was here.
That poor girl.
Oh, the Kane and Gramps are really torn up inside.
We ought to get to bed. We've got a long journey ahead of us tomorrow.
Yeah, my heart's all warm and fuzzy now. I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
Those kids.
Yeah, and he didn't. I guess it would probably have been a bad idea for him to step in, but still. Oh, okay, sure. It's only been like an hour, but sure, I can save my progress. It would be nice if, I don't know. It just still doesn't feel like he's making that much of an effort to actually connect with her and move on.
Well, Akane, I've got to get going. Once the case is through, I'm gonna take some time off. What do you say we take a trip somewhere? How about we visit a theme park?
I'm not a little kid anymore.
Okay, then you choose the vacation, right? Are you against the trip as a concept? Because he's just throwing out ideas, and this is actually a good step for him. He's making a bit of an effort. Don't reject it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Shit, it is tense here.
Oh boy. Getting these two to open up is going to be a real hassle.
A bit lonely, aren't we?
Don't. Come on, please, just stay out of it.
Aw, are we still feeling pouty? Don't you think it's time to grow out of the whole tsundere thing?
You too, Futaba-chan? Come on, quit it.
Will we ever be able to truly reunite father and daughter?
Just give it a little more time. I hope they find the opportunity to bond.
Yeah, our place isn't to mend their relationship. It's just to give some outside perspective to stop things from being so very stalemated in terms of potentially something happening. These two themselves still have to actually make the effort, right?
I'm sure they'll make it. Right, Akane-chan?
Yeah, I guess.
The time has come. If we wait any longer, the ferry will depart before we arrive.
Sounds like we have to get going. Take care, Akane-chan.
Oh, thanks for everything. Here. It's like a Kyoto souvenir. I mean, you guys did so much for me. So...
We'll hang it up in the RV. Oh, I really need to look in the RV properly.
Promise to come back soon.
Of course! Next time, we'll bring tons of snacks and we can stay up all night gossiping.
We can share a bath again, too.
Reach out to me anytime you like. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Have a good trip.
Come on, say all your goodbyes. Come on.
I guess. Be careful.
Is that it?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'll be careful.
Whoa! Sure seemed to work for him, though.
Ooh, ferry time. Oh, are we gonna get to see it on the ferry? Come on, do it, do it, do it. Yes. No, I want to see the RV in the ferry.
Wow, how pretty! It's like a field of shining blue jewels. Oh, I know I'm gonna cry.
Now this is a sight to see. I'd love it even more if we were just here for a casual trip.
What do you think, Sophia? Pretty nice.
So this is the Okinawan Sea. How pretty. What's it like under the water?
You want to see? It's breathtaking. Partially because you can't breathe down there.
Okay. I'd like to see that for myself one day.
Man, ain't riding on a big-ass ship like this so exciting?
Indeed. Perhaps my adventurer's heart has been stirred. I can feel a surge of passion within.
Okay then, no wasting this opportunity. It's time to get in formation. Ryuji, on your hands and knees.
Huh? Am I what?
And you, Mona, get on my head.
Okay.
What? Oh, what? What?
What is this?
Feast your eyes on the splendor that is the classic movie poster pose. Pendai!
Is this Titanic? Well, I've never actually seen Titanic. I didn't think it involved someone on their hands and knees, though.
I think you've gotten it all wrong.
I have no idea.
Isn't this just some kind of weird cheerleading routine?
I'd call it an impersonation of the town musicians of Bremen.
Just why did you need me for this?
Hey, you! Get down! That's dangerous!
You guys are so stupid.
I mean, so are you. Ain't that humanity, though?
We finally made it. We were on that ship forever. I still feel like I'm on the waves.
It was quite the rare experience, being surrounded by the dazzling sea like that.
So this is Kukojima, huh? There are more people than I expected.
Right? I was picturing something closer to an untouched island than all this.
This actually was a pretty quiet place until just a few years ago. But eventually, some folks cooked up a mass migration plan. They even had a slogan, "Find your new tropical life." All of a sudden, a population under 200 people suddenly explodes to nearly 1,000.
The port area is really quite lively. It has a bit of a resort feel to it.
1,000 is still really small. Unless it's like a much smaller island than I give it credit for.
Sounds like summer vacation's back on.
Come on, you know we're not here to screw around. First thing we do is head for the research facility.
He's right. We should start there. I'd like to get the investigation underway as soon as possible.
There go the two cops again.
Yeah, we don't really have a choice, do we?
We can enjoy our free time here once the case is solved. Our current objective is the lab Ichinose found.
Okay, let's go. Which way?
Hit us with the deets, Sophia.
It is a hidden lab. I don't have deets. I'm just gonna know. It's like a hidden place that nobody actually knows about properly. Is this actually somewhere with an address?
Huh? What's up?
I wasn't able to find any information regarding the facility.
How's that possible?
Well, Ichinose did say it wasn't exactly on the level, right? Maybe we just have to track it down ourselves.
I'm sorry I couldn't help.
Well, you could always help with, like, an investigative thing. Can you find any facility that would be capable of housing, like, a research lab? Something the size, maybe electricity, power, pool, stuff like that.
If that's the case, we should ask around and see if we can find any locals who know about it.
Who do you think we should ask first? Oh, maybe the shopkeepers know something.
Ooh, I spy a souvenir shop. I'm gonna buy something for Soju.
Wait, Futaba! I'll join you in the search for native crafts.
That'll help. Okay, I guess this is probably going to be the investigation portion, maybe?
Hello, Commissioner? It's Hasegawa.
What's the situation? It's unlike you to go dark for 3 days straight.
My apologies. I was on the ocean. I couldn't get a connection.
The ocean?
The investigations led us to Okinawa. Supposedly, there's a research facility here with ties to that Emma app. This was the best lead I had. I brought the Phantom Thieves along with me.
Any chance of locating concrete evidence there?
It's too soon to tell. I'll start by questioning the facility staff. If I find out they're trying to cover their tracks, though, I'll have to escalate the investigation. And I'll definitely need you to send backup, if that's how it pans out.
Fine. Keep me posted. We're still looking into Medice on our end. I'll let you know should anything turn up.
Thank you, ma'am.
Remember, Hasegawa, the Phantom Thieves are not solely in your pocket to help you track down the perpetrator. You are keeping them close for when we are pressed to present a culprit. When the time comes, you will turn them in immediately. Don't get too attached. Is that clear?
Understood.
Yeah, I think he might already be too attached. Yeah, this is going to be very difficult for him at this point, I think. Okay. Begin investigation. Can do, will do. I don't know what all stuff we've picked up over the course of it for, like, souvenirs, but at least some of this looks like it's, like, not standard at the very least.
Time to cut.
Yeah.
What are you
Oh, wow. Okay. Is that an improvement? It is. There's no way it's better. No, that's impossible.
Good idea.
That's impossible.
Very nice.
The tape of this one? Oh, right.
Oh, remember this is the curry made at Senkichi-san's place. The Kyoto Farm bevies really do add flavor, don't they? Oh yeah, Connie was super stoked about it, huh? Why don't you teach Senkichi how to make it sometime? Then we can have him cook it for her. Will do. Maybe. We'll see.
What?
Cheeseler. I've never seen one in real life. I don't know what that is. How detailed they are from up close. They have different expressions? These are divine guardians said to stave off disasters. Apparently, the one on the right is male, while the... Oh, those, like, little dog thing. Okay, I think I've seen that before. I think that might be a persona. While the one on the left is female. Oh, so they're a couple. Good looking out, Mr. and Mrs. Shisa. I'm probably missing a syllable in that. Man, I can't even find one Okinawa-style soba shop. Hunt for one later.
No way, man.
Yeah, I was just totally gonna question soba shop staff. Yeah, definitely. I suppose soba sounds pretty good to you now, doesn't it? How about we grab some once we wrap up this investigation? How about we go to the legendary ramen place? Maybe we could try their legendary ramen and actually go there instead of just getting tickets.
No way.
Where'd Gramps go? Last I saw him, he was wandering around back. Yeah. And he's only going against us. Hey, I might have some intel for you. Come meet me behind the souvenir shop. Why are you hanging out behind the souvenir shop? Looks like Senkichi found something. Yeah, I will do that at some point then. Goat soup. Okay, I don't know if that sounds horrible. It actually does sound horrible. Would you mind if I join you? I've been curious about this goat soup. I've read that it's very nutritious and energizing despite its unusual flavor, so I've been meaning to try it for a while now. Wow, this does smell so interesting. Looks like I'll have to brace myself. Alright, Haru Okamura, you can do this. Haru and I attempted to eat the goat soup. We decided not to talk about the taste. I feel a flash of inspiration. Oh my goodness. If I have, like, not goat soup, that would actually be sort of hilarious. if it's like I felt a flash of inspiration from the goat soup to make anything but goat soup, and I felt like I thought of a recipe. It's like, what is specifically the opposite of goat soup? Oh, they gave you a bunch of produce, bitter melon or Goya and Okinawan. The locals told me they just picked it this morning. Look how bright they are. They're delicious. Perhaps we could try cooking something with these. I'd love to watch you work your magic. Okay, maybe that was related to the thing I just bought. Oh, even Makoto's being pulled aside by the allure of the
Hey!
vacation atmosphere.
We've got what you need.
Oh no, I can actually buy goat meat.
So that's what you're getting?
That's a bad sign.
With all that.
That's a horrible
We
sign.
recommend that.
Thank you, Barry.
Time to cook.
How bad
What
is
are
this
you
for me? It's HP too. Butter gotcha is probably good though. Might as
Good
well make a
idea.
couple. Whew. Huh? Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, fucking screaming Morgana. What is this noxious odor? Oh, it's the goat soup we ate the other day. The smell does linger for quite a while though. Regardless, it's still delicious. It goes down surprisingly smoothly.
Yes.
Though the smell is indeed strong, the taste is rather mellow. I wouldn't mind starting every day with a heaping, healthy portion. Please don't. Especially with that smell. Just last in the RV all day. Sounds fun. Super duper fun. Totally not. And totally not like you're eating a fucking goat. Huh. Is this like a shrine area?
Hey,
Oh, hey. I've heard some delivery man say there's a really big building just this way. Wow, look at that path. It's most likely, this is most likely it, so...
What's the plan?
What would you like to do, Roku? We're going to investigate. I can summon everyone here to help you.
I agree.
I'll hold off a little bit more. I'm still at 0... I don't even have a fucking... I don't even have a percentage for the investigation. I wasn't paying attention. I just said being an investigation. I assumed I had one. Okay, it doesn't look like it's letting me go other directions anyways, so...
What's the plan?
Time to go.
Okay.
Yeah, good investigation. Someone else figured it out.
Is this the path to the research facility?
I believe so, yes.
a sacred festoon?
Don't you only see that stuff at shrines and shit? What's it doing here?
Ooh, I got it! They sealed a legendary yokai in there!
Rar.
This is a lab, though. Wouldn't we find zombies or things like that instead?
Ooh, good point.
Don't be ridiculous. You were kidding, right?
Kidding about what? What is there to kid about? I am totally super serious at the moment. We are investigating, Makoto.
Enough nonsense. This lab's in the real world. Let's get going.
Hey, Sophia. Just to be sure, there's no jail here, right?
Oh, that's a good question. I was gonna say, is it in the real world? If they have access to create jails and stuff like that, could they just hide part of it in the metaverse?
There is no jail on this island. I think.
You think? I thought you smelled them or whatever.
Yeah, you'd mentioned that you find the jails based on their scent.
I am currently detecting 0 sense. Unlike Sendai and Sapporo, I cannot sense a jail here. However, there is indeed something odd about this place. I'm getting a bad feeling.
Bad feeling, huh?
Ooh, maybe you're picking up somebody with a grudge. Ooh, I'm coming for you.
Cut it out. It's not funny, Futaba.
Whatever's up there, we need to check it out.
Interesting. Well, they're probably fucking with metaverse stuff. Or she's remembering some of her time that presumably was located here. I assume she was developed here to some extent, because she's obviously related to Emma and all that stuff to some extent.
We are closed until August 18th due to prior engagements? Well, sure didn't see that one coming.
Wait. Let's sneak in. Isn't that the perfect opportunity for us to sneak in?
Oh, now there's an idea. Let's get into some Phantom Thieves action in the real world.
Hey, nothing that lands you in jail. Criminal trespassing will cop you a felony.
Hey. Let's make this abundantly clear. Criminal trespassing is only trespassing if you're given prior notice of no trespassing. And if there aren't any signs that says that we can't, like, jump over the wall and into the place, that probably counts because the wall's probably pretty obvious. Especially if they're marking it as closed. Yeah.
Plus, any evidence gained through a criminal act is impermissible in court. That'd make this whole trip pointless.
I mean, we know, but...
The sign says the 18th, so we'll just wait till tomorrow. Easier and less illegal.
But still illegal, maybe?
Once the staff is back, I can start flashing my badge and asking questions. This place is all kinds of shady, so I'm sure I'll turn up plenty of dirt with enough poking around. Once I've got some evidence, I can announce the start of an official investigation, and at that point, we confiscate whatever we need.
I see. That's quite the tactical approach.
Ooh, check out the skills of Zenkichi. Private Eye.
Yeah, I'm in public security.
Yeah, I was actually about to say.
We're waiting until tomorrow. That gives us quite some time.
Wait, you mean we get to party all day on the beach?
Wait, who said anything about that? But also, yes, now. We do that now.
Yeah, we don't want to waste any more time. How often do we get a chance like this?
Come on now. We are on a case, you know.
Actually,
Vacation.
that's not the worst idea.
Fuck, vacation. We're on a fucking vacation road trip, guys.
Getting too nosy right away could get people suspicious, and we cannot have that. We'd be better off trying to lay low around the tourists for now.
So,
We get to party?
on the beach?
Pristine sands. Lady on.
And to top it off, a barbecue?
Wait,
And to top that, lobster.
everyone's making their own plans.
We have a winner! Let's round up the supplies before we venture forth.
Okay, I'll search nearby stores. Or rather, nearby store. The only supermarket on the island is back at the port.
Well, when only 1,000 people freaking live here. Yeah, you don't have that many options. Probably mostly working in the tourist industry themselves, even.
What do you guys think about here? This spot just screams, beach party!
The water is mesmerizing. It almost looks dreamlike.
All right, let's set up camp.
Beach time!
Vacation!
Hey, wait for us, dude!
Vacation!
Hold on! You haven't put on sunscreen!
Hey, can't you kids at least behave?
What is behaving in this
Jeez,
situation?
honest brats.
Race you over there. Come on, let's go. Vacation!
Don't be stupid. I'm gonna check a few things on the camera. You go have fun.
People will be suspicious of anyone with such a sour look on their face, Zenkichi. If you're gonna act like a tourist, at least fake having fun.
Why not try relaxing for once? Remaining on edge all the time can't be good for you.
You can't beat this opportunity, Senkichi-san.
Are you really gonna let the little lady down, Zenkichi?
Fine. I'll take a break. But just a short one. Hear me?
You don't seem too bothered at all over it.
Shut up!
He says with a smile on his face.
Take me with you. This will be my first time in the ocean. Smartphones are totally waterproof nowadays. Please? I know this phone can go underwater. I just checked again.
Oh boy. Can we at least make a backup first? Because waterproof doesn't really... It means water resistant. It doesn't mean proof. Like, waterproof does not mean you can just dunk it and then hope nothing bad could potentially happen. Yes, you probably could. A little bit. But you don't take that chance for the sake of taking that chance, right? I guess I'll be your tour guide then. If If you die, you die.
Oh yeah, we're all going wild today.
Yeah! Summer beach! Summer vacation! Vacation! Anime cutscene, yeah!
Oh man, the water's so clear.
Whoa! Okinawa's the friggin' best!
Hey, guys! You gotta see these fish!
Oh, I think Yusuke's found a meal.
Whoa!
Voila, you're beautiful.
Whoa. Well, it's some detailed work. For a bunch of damn kids!
Get back here! You're all under arrest!
Yay, now that's fun. Oh, the sun's setting, so what should we do next? Your phone's buzzing. I guess I would have it on me because of Sophie. Hey, got a sec. Be ready to move once things settle down, okay? I'm sure it'll be fine, but I just got a weird feeling in my gut. Done getting ready? For what? Well, I guess there's no need to be on edge the whole time we're here. I think I'll go for a walk now that it's finally less crowded around here.
Later.
You should relax a bit yourself. Why not go hang out with everyone else? Hell yeah. Beautiful sunset, too. I hope you're resting well. If you have some time, can you come talk to me? I have a favor to ask. It'll be easier to explain in person. Hell yeah. I can do that. If there's anyone in the group who'd be like, yeah, I'll help you with what you need.
Yo!
Think of ocean life. There's so many fish and the shells and corals of all different colors and the patterns of life waving, shimmering through the water and... Oh, okay. How neat. Glad to hear you liked it. You know, everyone took me on a special trip to the beach last year. I'll remember that day for the rest of my lives. It's when I first joined the Phantom Thieves. Oh, was that the time that you wrapped your head up? If I remember correctly. That does sound like it would make for a very memorable day. I've got it. I'll commit today to my own memory. That way, I can cherish it forever. Yay!
Heyo!
Barbecue mode. Yeah. It sounds very satisfying at the moment. What's over here? What's that sign doing here? What does it say? Oh, okay. Suddenly that's relevant. Let's not touch the let's not touch all that stuff for a little bit. Saw something buried in the sand? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Oh, bunch of you here.
Hey.
Can I consult with you on something? So, you might think this is a bit childish, but no, it's never. What is the point of growing up if you can't be childish every now and then? Since we're at the beach and all, I think I'd like to try Suikawari. I have no idea if I said that right. You know, the game where you split a watermelon while blindfolded and dizzy. Oh, yeah, that does sound fun. Yeah, that does sound fun.
Oh, right.
Really? It's not like my family ever took a day at the beach together, so I didn't actually get to do it growing up. I mean, I've never done anything like that. Whenever, growing up myself, I don't think I didn't really like the beach personally. I never liked the sand between my feet and all that sort of stuff, and walking in the water and in the ocean always felt really weird to me. Because it's you just sort of feel everything there. It's not like the smooth sort of controlled surface, and it's what's going on down there? What's going on down there? All the water endeavors was water parks or pools and stuff like that when I was growing up. So yeah, no, this would all be a very different concept to me. Japan, though's 90% coast, right? There's so much coastline in Japan, so I imagine a lot of Japanese people have a beach not that realistically far away, right? Within typical vacation distance sort of thing.
Hi.
Splitting a watermelon? That sounds fun. I would like to watch. Yeah, Sophia? I'm happy to hear that. I'd like to help with the preparation, if you'd like. We will need 1 watermelon and a whacking stick. A good old whacking stick. True, we could track down a large brain somewhere. We'd also need a blindfold. Now that we've started the actual planning, I'm beginning to be a bit nervous.
If that's
Perhaps
so...
you should warm up as much as you feel necessary in the jail before taking your skills to the fruit. She doesn't use any sort of stick-like weapon, though. Once you've split enough shadows, a watermelon won't affect your nerves at all. I don't usually split them, but a warm-up does sound like a good idea. Maybe I should file a request before I go pick up a watermelon. Sorry if this is silly, Roku, but I hope you'll oblige me. Really?
Hey,
Really? I hope he isn't too upset. Reminded me a lot of our time at beach house here. Yes, our trip with Futaba, as well as our time in Hawaii on your school trip. It was pretty soon after that Hawaii trip that I got to know you all. I never could have imagined we'd all share an RV as we traveled across country on a mission.
I see.
Has it really been a whole year? Huh. I wonder where we'll be in another 365 days. On another trip. We gotta make this a regular thing, guys. Oh, that does sound nice. Why don't we do something like this every summer? I suppose the list of must-see destinations is never-ending. We've only checked off a precious few so far, and we could always go out of country. We already went to Hawaii, right?
Cannot wait.
But I know I'm personally looking forward to the future, both my own and everyone else's too. I agree. Let's not forget to meet up every so often that way. We can always keep each other up to date on the changes in our lives. Oh yeah. And when the time comes, I'll be awaiting a serving of your legendary curry, Roku. Yeah, your curry recipe is the one thing I hope never changes.
hey.
Okay, let's, I guess, do this request then. It's way too on my mind to ignore.
Looks like the enemy's panicking.
Very well.
Right now!
Finally, they let up.
Oh man, my sizer. Listen, Graham's the most hilarious Venus you ever saw. It reminds me of the kanji thing in Persona 4. What's that? Want me to show you those attainment techniques again? Oh, no, please.
Damn it.
I can't believe you damn kids. Got anything to say for yourselves? Let's try a different statue now. Oh no, I'm not some little kitty just talking to doing whatever. Well, the sun's about to set. I should wrap up the rowdiness and get on to dinner pretty soon. You say that, but...
By the way. Damn.
Oh, you gave me money.
Damn it.
Thank you. Pupsuck's playing around the stand of the fan base. What is the country coming to? Whatever it may be, I have evidence of it. I took plenty of photos during a time on the beach. What? No, delete them. You guys delete them, please. And never did we talk about it again.
We've got good stuff that every
Soba. I was waiting for you, Roku. Obviously, we've got to eat Okinawa soba while we're here. I mean, I've had some already, but I can just leave down another bowl with you. When you add in all this gore juice, whatever, the chili stuff. Anyway, I could eat a ton of this. Oh, I put way too much. What works. That was great. I think I left enough for 2 lifetimes. Oh yeah, I found this pretty show earlier. Thought I could string it into a necklace as a little souvenir for myself. But it turned out nice, so I want you to have it instead. Oh, maybe I should make one for everyone else. I'm gonna go look for more shells. Oh, thank you. Okay, where do I get this fucking watermelon? Oh, I can come back here. Got it. Okay.
We've got good stuff in stock.
Oh, I already bought it. Okay, I didn't realize I bought the watermelon there. Whoopsie daisy.
This is the request.
Okay.
You're already working on
The
it.
desire bond maker. Okay. That's exactly what I wanted to upgrade it.
Are you double checking the request?
Oh, look at this watermelon. You bought fucking 3 of them? Well, looks like I've got my hands full, alright. Now I need to make sure I can crack it open cleanly so everyone can have some. Care to get started? Oh, well, what about the stick? Well,
Speaking
when I
of
was in the
which-
jail, I realized something. Rather than a weapon I'm not as familiar with, like a stick, I figured my fist might give me a better result. And now I'm nice and warmed up, thanks to the jail excursion. I feel like I can split it right down the middle. So bold. If I manage to break it in acceptable pieces, would you help me pass them out to the rest of the group? Of course, you can claim the best piece first, Rogu. After all, you put the most effort into helping with my request. Okay, I'll let you know when I'm ready. Count my spins for when it's whacking time, alright?
Good job!
Is this also going to be a thing where it's like, oh yeah, we have this build up to an event, but then we don't do any of it? Is that what it's going to be? We have this awesome concept, and then we have no option to actually see it through to its conclusion? That's sort of really annoying.
Do you have a second?
Ooh, what did I do? Oh, I found a thing. Got it. Yeah, it looks like it's also not an option. Ah, fuck that. First, I'm gonna actually hold a grudge against the game for not giving me the actual fucking thing. Okay, time to see what the thingamabob is. No entry beyond this point. Okay, there's the trespassing sign. Well, that's not suspicious. But do you think it's anything to do with the research lab? The sun's setting soon. Going alone may be overly risky. That's true. Should we call everyone else over here then? Yeah, sure. I think I've done everything I want to do. I'll contact everyone.
No entry beyond this point? I wonder what for.
I admit, it only contributes to the mysterious vibe here.
Super duper major company has this major research lab, and they just put up a sign saying this instead of putting up a fence.
Oh, looks like a dare to me. Come on, who's willing to go the farthest past it?
Nope, this is the end of the line.
Yeah, it is technically notice for trespassing. I think, regardless of exactly how Japanese law works, that's probably almost definitely putting it as illegal.
There's an Utaki down that way. See, there, on the sign?
What's an Utaki?
Huh?
Basically, it's a land that's been considered holy since the Ryukyu era. People used to believe the gods lived there, or at least came to Earth there. Locals still revere the places, even today. Going down there for a laugh could get you in real trouble.
Never heard of that stuff here. I'm surprised you know all that.
Well, Investigation 101 says to know your territory. Feel free to keep buttering me up, though.
Does that mean there are Ryukyu-era customs still being practiced today?
Yep. Reverence of the incomprehensible is ingrained deep in human consciousness. Well, I'm sure you have no interest in pissing off a god today. Let's all listen to the sign and get out of here.
Huh. Is this, similar to that gate? Wait, what gate?
No, those festoons work differently. But now that you mention it, it is kind of strange.
Oh, right. Where we went for the, research lab.
I checked online for any relevant information, but this place does not appear to have any real significance. The other subjects here are far more interesting, such as the shape of the coastline, the sounds of the waves crashing, and the oceanic life forms.
You say lack of relevance, but is there a chance they just marked Utaki or whatever in order to try to keep people from actually going out there? Maybe there's something else beyond this way.
A person's values can affect what makes an impact on them. It might be insignificant to you, but to others, this place may be very sacred.
It depends on my values.
My apologies.
Inari's stomach. Right on time, as always.
Well, I'm starving too. I bet we all worked up an appetite out there.
Should we finally kick off our long-awaited barbecue?
Hell fucking yeah. Barbecue time. Let's go, go, go.
Hell yeah. Time for an Okinawan meat festival.
Don't forget the curry. We gotta make some tropical edition LeBlanc curry.
That's not exactly barbecue food. Also, didn't you already have curry on the ferry?
I accept your challenge. Curry will be a perfect complement to the searing white sands of this tropical paradise.
That makes no sense at all. Seriously, what is with you two and curry?
Hey,
What's up?
thank you for earlier. When you gave me the underwater tour, it was a fascinating experience. And something no AI could ever do on their own. I guess you could say it made my heart feel full. Although, I don't have a heart.
Oh, come on. We literally have Teddy and Morgana and all that other sort of shit. Like, the world itself is basically just giving whatever the equivalent of a heart is, which basically amounts to whatever the core of, like, lets you do a persona, right? Actual consciousness, a soul, or whatever. Allows that to form, right? You do have one.
It's a simple fact. There is no need to attempt to spare the feelings I lack.
Your lack of feelings doesn't mean you don't have a heart. It doesn't mean you can't grow. It doesn't mean that you aren't you, and that's not a unique element of you to not have certain feelings, or at least feelings not as strong as others. Come on.
I am still going to try to understand what feelings are, though. I came to that realization when I first stared out at the sea. For example, being with you and the other Phantom Thieves, it's quite fun. Yes, fun. Did I get that right?
I had fun too.
I've got it. I understand another emotion. Okay. I've memorized what fun is.
Hey, pick up the pace! We've got a whole lot of cooking ahead of us!
Yeah, right, and then I'm the main cook, right?
Oh man, this meat is so good.
Hey! You saw me about to grab that piece.
The curry is divine as always. And with these leftovers, we're sure to dine on curry udon tomorrow.
Let's ignore the fact that you're already planning tomorrow's dinner. Why not add deep-fried tofu for Inari curry udon?
We've been eating nothing but the most delicious food since this trip began. Traveling makes it a lot easier to lose track of one's diet. I should be more careful.
Huh? But you're so toned, Makoto. Right?
Yeah. Look like a model.
Oh, stop! I know you were just trying to flatter me, but there is an actual model here. Don't embarrass me like that.
I mean, who cares if you've packed on a few extra pounds? It probably gives your punches some extra oomph.
No, don't.
Want to test your theory?
Yes.
No, please, I don't!
Do it. Kick his ass. That was such a stupid thing to say. Uh-oh. Wait, why are people talking? That's around our camper.
What is it, Zenkichi? Upset stomach?
Oh, nah.
Something bothering you?
It's probably nothing. Let's wrap up. We gotta wake up early tomorrow.
Okay.
You never see it coming.